Some of us wonder what role public media plays in today's world. Doesn't the market provide all the information we could want? Well, not always. There are still some empty stalls in the marketplace of ideas. Sometimes, what's missing is credible and hard-won information about local government and community challenges. Sometimes, what's missing is a way to sift through different perspectives and connect citizens around common problems. That's where your public media should come in. Your media, your platforms, not beholden to shareholders or advertisers, not vulnerable to commercial terms of service, just there to inform and engage you, to inspire you. What could public media be to you, and how could it connect you with your world? To see how this might work, let's imagine the Cardozo family. Jenna is married to Jose. They live in Cityville with their 3 kids, Liz, 10, and the twins, Max and Carla, who just turned 17. Like many of us, Jenna grew up on public broadcasting. We might even call it first-generation public media. Her local PBS channel offered Jenna programming that commercial media didn't. Kids shows, science coverage like Nova, her first exposure to dance, and thoughtful critical news. Public media has changed a lot, along with the rest of the world. Jenna's next-gen public media delivers programming over all sorts of devices, and the local station is producing a lot more coverage of Cityville, working with local schools, community organizations, and other partners. Jenna's also accessing programs and apps produced by other outlets in other communities. There's no shortage of media available to Jenna, but there are still some kinds of content that Jenna can only get from public media. And there are ways that public media alone operates to help Jenna educate her kids and connect with her community. Jenna starts her day with public radio. She listens to a podcast on her mobile phone at the gym, the radio live in her car on the way to work, and streaming on her computer at work. A lot of the content comes from NPR, but a lot also comes from the local public radio station, which is the only radio station in Cityville that covers local and state issues seriously. The station also provides a platform for new content coming from startups in the area. Jenna trusts public media because of the producer's efforts to be fair and accurate. Jenna often shares stories with friends. Sometimes she's even a source for stories that deal with things she knows about. The Public Insight Network coordinates input from citizen experts to deepen reporting. So far, Jenna has contributed information about grocery shopping in the recession, her experience as a biologist with stem cell research, and commuting challenges. In other words, public media can catalyze and curate amateur content so that it's most useful to others. What the Cardozo family scenario shows is how the public broadcasting you grew up with can become part of a next-gen public media network, still focused on high-quality educational content, but also on local information and platforms for innovation. This is already happening in some places. Many public media institutions get it. They get that it's their job to provide well-told stories of interest to a diverse population, distribute them freely, and give people the tools to express their own perspectives. It is their job to help people convert raw information into real value in their lives. Making this happen more broadly so that all Americans will have next-gen public media that works for them will require a sustained investment and coordination. It will take a shift to new networks, new infrastructure, new approaches to content, curation, and engagement to build on what has been and realize what could be. How do you imagine such a new public media network could best serve you? Many of us are now debating this question. Join the discussion.